So actually we can only summon 3. One. 2. Do we go ahead and use this? Yeah. Okay. Huh. This should be interesting. The deck we're highlighting this time is actually a really cool one that uses the synergy between the Fist of Ra-Din and 1-mana spells. So, the only 1-cost legendary in the game at the moment is Reliquary of Souls, which is a priest legendary, the prime, that shuffles in Reliquary Prime into your deck. It's really cool, really powerful, and can help you get back into the game because of all the lifesteal you can get from these. So we built a couple decks that are designed to get extra copies of Reliquary of Souls summoned onto the board. This particular version uses a lot of draw and actually takes advantage of the fact that Farsight can sometimes pull a 4-mana spell and turn it into a 1-mana spell. So we've got Hex and Vivid Spores to get us extra value and also take out the enemy stuff a lot cheaper and easier. But sometimes even then we run through our 1-cost spells or haven't drawn them, and so we have Kobold Spellkin to help us get even more 1-cost spells into our hand. It's a little bit challenging to survive sometimes, but this is a lot of fun. So check out this video and let me know what you think. Because, yeah, Lady Vosh was just too slow, too late to actually ever be of real benefit to us. And then the Vivid Spores also, only when we had a decent sized board. And hey, we're already Lady Vosh anyways. Okay. Oh, it is an honor, Lord Elodin. I see. Are you betraying me? Earthquake, way too slow. Hex. Frost Shock could really help us out. Cobalt Spellkin is tempting, especially since we have the coin, but would like some draw and some... well, the Fist of Ra-Din itself. Okay. We could maybe bait a bunch of removal on our totems by coining out the totem, but I'm gonna hold back because we're probably gonna want the coin for some of our bigger later stuff. Next turn we can just totem. Looks like he's not really developing, so that's good for us. Could be OTK, which is a little scary. Ooh, but that's nice. So now we have a way to deal with the annoying 3-drop that summons 2-drops every time he attacks. Though he doesn't quite have enough mana for that. Oh, unless he has Twin Slice. Can he use it? Nope. Okay. I am going to go ahead and overdraw then. Or not overdraw, overload. Get rid of that. Because he didn't go wide with it, so obviously Lightning Storm is a complete waste there. But that does imply that he's more of a tempo-y. Okay. He can kill our Manatide Totem as well. But at the moment... yeah, it's okay. We don't need a ton of draw out of it. We have so much draw in this deck. And we can Farsight next turn. That saves us 3 health anyways. He's almost guaranteed to go into it. Yeah. Alright. Well, those both die really easily to Lightning Storm, so it'd be awesome if he committed a little bit more to the board. He went face! You fool! I shall punish you. So we're gonna draw... well, we do this. That all dies, and I'm so glad that that came down before our Fist of Ra-Din. I think I'm gonna go ahead and coin this out. Next turn, we'll only have 4 mana available. Yeah. Like, we could coin Cobalt Spellkin out, but then again, Hex can deal with most anything. We could even afford a regular cost hex, but okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential reliquaries. Ooh, big demon. Is that what you are? Are you big demon? If it is big demon, we want to hold on to the hex. We're gonna overdraw if we don't spend something here. I'm actually just gonna freeze it. I was hoping for spell damage. But okay. Oh, there's another frost shock. Come on, Fist of Radin, we're like ready to go. Okay. We can Earth Shock that or hex it. I think we might just hex it. Fist of Radin. Fist of... No! We needed Fist. So Hex, Lightning Bolt, and we still have enough mana for Big Ol' Whelp. Okay. But we still have more than enough stuff in hand to generate a ton. I mean, we can fully use our first Fist of Radin, re-equip it, and then drop Kobold Spellkin. Okay. You know, that is if we don't die miserably really quickly. But we about to go, yo. All right. Any of these require it to be a minion? Yes, Earth Shock. Okay. So actually we can only summon 3. 1, 2. Do we go ahead and use this? Yeah. Okay. All right. He can't attack in. We've got 3 lifesteal. He draws a card, but he can't attack. That's good. That's great, actually. Though, holy cow. It is kind of scary. Alright. We're gonna heal. Like, absurd amounts. So hopefully, if he is OTK, 28 health is enough to save us. But I don't think OTK runs Priestess of Fury. Should be okay. Ooh, but that is a powerful card. Okay, we can shuffle 2 Reliquary Primes into our deck. Or actually just Earthshock that. Shuffle 1 Reliquary of Prime into our deck. Okay. And? Yeah, okay. Alright, nice. So we're at full health. Oh, if we had rolled the spell power totem, then should have done that first. But yeah. Do you see what must be done? Altruis could clear here actually. Gets rid of our Manatite totem, which was actually proving to be a little bit too much. Card draw. Though actually he's on par with us. Alright. So that means he's gonna clear everything but maybe our dragon. And he can kill the dragon off with his hero power and weapon. Or well, no, just the weapon. Unless he's got 2 more. Oh, he's got more. Alright. So Walking Fountain will heal us back up to full. Wow, that's an altruist turn. I don't think it mattered nerfing. Yeah, he would have still been able to do that at 4 mana. He just would have done one less damage to our face. Okay, let's Walking Fountain. Could have actually healed for 2 more if I had Storm's Wraith first. So that was a bit of a misplay. Actually a significant misplay. Let's go ahead and Earthshock this since it'll actually die. Yeah. That was a big misplay. I don't think there's a punish for this, and we've got Horde Pillager. So he's showing 4 damage with hero power. And we've got absurd amounts of healing. I mean, we'll heal for 5 if he takes out this 5-2. Unless he I-beams. Has he used both I-beams? Let's see, I-beam, I-beam. Yes, he's used both. Okay. Ah. Okay, so he healed us, which is interesting. Because she might have actually just killed it. You know? I was gonna say, let's hex that. But I kind of just want to Earthquake. Don't leave me. So we never drew any of the Reliquary Primes. But we shuffled 6 Reliquary Primes into our deck. Our Walking Fountains were boss there, and the little bits of healing from the actual reliquaries themselves, the Reliquaries of Souls, kept us in the game, helped us turn the corner, and finish it out. Whew. I mean, he had an amazing Altruist turn, but it wasn't enough. Okay, Farsight good. Hex too slow, though it could knock out a bunch of Librams. I haven't faced too many Paladins lately. Let's actually hold on to Hex. Maybe he loads up a bunch of Librams onto a minion fairly early on, and we end up hexing it so he doesn't get any more. That might work out pretty well for us. It does take until turn 4 before we can do anything with it. Alright, we are Totem Shaman. Is what we're telling our opponent. That's kind of scary because if he top decks 1, he can kill our Manatide Totem. But sometimes he doesn't have it. Sometimes we get extra card draw out of it. And I mean, we're not going to take damage to the face yet. And sometimes he just dumps a bunch onto it, and we get to hex it. Okay, so it is Kindred Soul. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. The problem is, if I leave it alive, it wrecks me. I want, oh, so badly, to leave that alive and just play around. Is he playing our Infectious Spoiling deck? That would be amazing. You know what? We're gonna let the chaos reign a little bit. Admittedly, he just may transform our Manatide Totem, because he can actually just kill these off. They don't transform if they die. We learned that pretty early on. But we're drawing through. Okay. But I love it. I love it. So if he transforms this, we know he's just doing it for the memes. If he if he hits one of these, then we know he's just doing it for the wins. Aww. No memes. Because that's not going to transform anymore. Alright. Well, in that case, not quite a Kindred Spirit. So let's take that out then. And it's actually not bad. I mean, it stops these, at least, without the Librams. If he Libram buffs them, then we get to hex it. But now that we have the second hex, we did kind of get punished not having better early draws. So he will still get this back from Lady Liadrin. But, yeah, we need to get rid of it. Let's not lightning bolt the other one. We have tons of heal. Not next turn, but the following turn we can Walking Fountain. That is annoying. I don't really want to use hex number 2 on that. That's 6 damage he's showing. As long as we get rid of that Divine Shield, Walking Fountain can clear it, as long as we don't overload as well. Which means, I think our best chance is actually Big Ol' Whelp. Yes, he can trade off our 5/5 really easily, but then we get to heal up Librams. Interesting. In that case, if we overload for 2 with this, we end up not being able to Walking Fountain heal next turn. This is a little bit awkward. Next turn we can Lightning Storm, Walking Fountain that, unless he heals it somehow. He could buff it up with Librams. Okay. So he ends up with a 3/2 left on uncontested on board. But we healed back up to 19. Had we hexed that? No. Okay, we might hex that one though. Oh, we do have Fist of Rodin now. Wow, how did I not see that? Weird. Okay, well, it's time. Let's actually get a 4-drop as well. It's okay, especially since we have a Horde Villager. And yeah, we definitely don't want our reliquaries dying. I will go ahead and hit this. Sometimes it matters. Okay, so semi-meme deck against semi-meme deck. Or no, super meme deck. Though our opponent is running a less impressive, or well, less memey deck. We only have one 1-mana spell at the moment. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some value. We overload again, but we get rid of this 4/6 that's a little bit scary. Oh, more lifesteal. Sweet. Because he's running a bunch of buffs, killing the minion is good. Are we turning the corner? He still has 30 health, but we've got lifesteal. A little bit, a tiny bit. And we now have a Reliquary Prime in our deck. Librams, or Hand of Adal. Libram of Justice is a full clear, and leaves this at 1. That is painful. We can Farsight, and it'd be awesome if we got like Earthshock. before we Farsight. Let's Farsight first. Okay. Feels weird, but yeah. Didn't matter order. Okay, so he's out of resources. He hasn't used any Librams except for Justice. And so Lady Liadrin would still be a problem. We can kill her pretty easily with Earthquake. If we get Earth Shock, we can deal with that easily enough. There's Cobalt Spellcan, so reload on those. But let's actually drop this. Vivid Spores is going to be great later. I am going to go ahead and get rid of this. We are at a dangerously low life total. Yes, he can just make another one and buff it, but he can't do other crazy, stupid shenanigans in one turn. Like right now, he can just overdo Justice. Yeah, see, that's big and scary. Be awesome if we got Earthshock to be able to deal with that, if he buffs it a bunch. He does have, we know, 2 Pharaoh's Blessings in hand, as well as a Libram of Wisdom, and what else did he get back? Oh, 2 Librams of Wisdom. Okay. So we know he's got the Pharaoh thingy. We can heal back up to 21. I think that's what we're going to do. And then let's go ahead and trade this in. Okay. Hopefully we've turned the corner. I mean, he could just smack the book into the 4-1 to finish it off. We go up to 25. He goes down to 12. Currently we're showing 10 damage. If we get anything that does direct damage... Sometimes we get Earthshock off of Kobold Spellkin and a Lightning Bolt to finish it off. And we just win the game. No. Okay, so we have to trade everything that's active in. Oh, shoot. I thought I had 1 more mana. Okay. Well then fine, we'll do this. Oh! Regis Kilbin, thank you so much for the raid. Awesome. We are actually using our 1 mana spells that we're saving for Fist of Radin to take out the enemy minion. But wow, thank you so much. So welcome everyone. So my name is SunsetAlchemist, and today we are experimenting with Fist of Radin 1-cost spell decks. So, and we actually pulled it off. We've had some really good games and some really slow games. But thank you so much for dropping in and raiding. I hope you guys enjoyed the meme decks. I know, and I hope, Regis, your stream went extremely well. I caught the first bit of it. But started streaming about 3 hours ago. But yeah, thank you guys for hopping in. The games where we get Fist of Radin early are ones where, you know, it just goes crazy and we get to do silly, absurd stuff. And that's one of the reasons why we have so much card draw in here. Serpent Shrine Portal. It might be important. Turn 3 might not be too late to... Ooh, Fist of Radin. Okay. So we hold on to our 1 drops unless we have to, but then again, we do have Cobalt Spellkin. And even if they remove Fist of Rodin, okay. It's on. It's on. Okay. So we don't want to overload on turn 3, preferably. And there's a 1-drop. Or maybe we do overload on 3 if we need to, and turn 5 we Fist of Rodin, Earthshock. I think that might actually be the play. We go ahead, contest the board now with Serpent Shrine Portal. Get rid of that. Next turn we only have 3 mana. We can Mana Tide Totem, and then the following turn we Fist of Rodin, Earthshock something. Because that allows us to actually survive after we play this. Because just summoning the Reliquaries doesn't always save us, but I like it. Okay. And now he has the conundrum of, can I kill this? He has to load 2 damage into it. If he's not a Galakron Shaman, he might actually have difficulty doing it. Unless he's the Evolve. And then the weapon does just enough. And so he goes face after hitting this. Or no, before hitting this. Sometimes he low rolls. But then again, we wouldn't have had a target for our Earthshock if that had to trade in to our 2-3 at least. Okay, number 1. Okay. Next turn we can Cobalt Spellkin, get another 1 mana spell that we actually want to play, hopefully. And then sometimes we actually use a weapon charge because we have reloads. We do overload, but I don't think that's going to hurt us too much right now. Our turn 8 recovery, and actually we're not taking too much damage. So yeah. Let's do this. Kill that. No reason to waste a weapon charge, since we don't have to get through the minion. Alright. This is a game that we're going to be able to do absurdities. So what is he? Lightning Storm Sludge Slurper. Yeah, is he Control Shaman? Highlander. Okay. Huh. Reliquary best legendary, right? And seriously, shamans can use Reliquary so much more effectively than priests. Yes, priests can buff it up and copy it a little bit, but shamans have ways to just summon so many of them, it's absurd. Okay, we don't have an Earthshock. But we do have Hex. Hex into Forked Lightning clears this, allows us to go face, summon more. We get, yep, a 4-drop and a 1-drop. Let's do it. Does that overload us? I think it does. But, meh. Alright. Next turn we can Horde Pillager and Lightning Bolt and get even more. Maybe Mass Dispel, so trade. Oh. Nope. It wasn't Mass Dispel. But yes, good point. I was not thinking about that. Though we did have a reload with even more reliquaries. And that's it this time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to tap that like button, smash that subscribe button, and share your perspective in the comments below. You're awesome. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome day.